Today, we're going to dig into an idea that pretty much flips everything we've ever been told about building wealth on its head. It comes from a financial expert with over 30 years of research, and it all kicks off with a statement that sounds, well, just completely wrong. If you want to make money from investing, you must first give up on that idea. Now, get this. That's not from some anti-money philosopher. That's from a professor who has taught investment strategy for over 3 decades. So what in the world is he talking about? Right? That's the big question. Why would a guy whose entire career is about finance tell you to stop trying to make money from it? It feels like a total paradox. But stick with me, because it's the key to a much smarter and way more effective path to real wealth. It all starts by tearing down this massive myth. We are just hammered with these stories of people getting rich overnight trading stocks or crypto. It taps right into that deep desire for a shortcut, right? That lottery ticket win. And the media loves these rare success stories, so it plants this idea in our heads that we can outsmart the market too. But here's the cold, hard truth, and it's backed by a ton of data. Professor Cho's research and a lot of other studies show a really clear pattern. The more an amateur investor trades, the less money they make. He says the nice way to put it is you earn less, but honestly, for most people, it means you just flat out lose more money.
Okay, so why? Why is this happening? Why do so many people who get into active trading end up behind? Well, it's because the whole game, it's kind of rigged against you from the very beginning. You're walking into an arena where you are seriously outmatched.
Let's really put this side by side. You, the amateur investor, you're getting your info from the news, you're using a simple app on your phone, and let's be real, you're often making decisions based on fear or excitement. Meanwhile, the professional, they're living in a different universe. They have private data, supercomputers running complex algorithms, and networks of insiders giving them information you'll never, ever see.
This quote just nails it. A surgeon might be brilliant, but without the operating room, the staff, the high-tech equipment, they can't do their job. It's the same deal here. As an amateur, you're missing the entire infrastructure that the pros rely on. You just can't win that fight.
So if trying to outsmart the market is a total dead end, what are you supposed to do? This is where Professor Chu's whole philosophy gets really, really powerful. He's basically saying, hey, you've been looking for wealth in all the wrong places. The real path means we have to completely shift our focus. And here it is. This is the big secret. Your number one, most powerful tool for building wealth, it is not the stock market. It's your job, your career. Excelling at what you do every day is the most reliable way to increase your income. The stock market is just a place to put that income to work. It's not the main event. This idea is part of a much bigger strategy he calls holistic, balanced financial management. And what's so critical here is the goal. It's not about dying with the biggest pile of cash. The whole point of managing your money is to build a life that's balanced, happy, and actually fulfilling. So what this all boils down to is focusing your energy on the stuff you can actually control. Your health, right? So you're actually around to enjoy everything. Your career, that's the engine that powers it all. Your family, your happiness, these are the real assets. Your financial plan is just the tool that helps support all of this. Okay, that sounds great, but if we're focused on our careers and our lives, what do we actually do with our money? Well, this is the best part. The investment strategy that goes with this is so simple it's almost boring, in a good way. It's a set-it-and-forget-it plan with just 4 basic rules. Let's walk through it. Rule number 1, use passive investing. So instead of trying to be a genius stock picker, you just buy a broad market index fund. Think of it like buying a tiny piece of the whole economy. Rule 2, invest on a schedule. You set up a fixed amount every single month automatically, rain or shine. 3, you've got to be in it for the long haul. This is not next year's vacation money. This is for your future, decades down the road. And finally, number 4, the secret sauce. Always reinvest your dividends. That's how your money really starts to make money. Okay, so this sounds nice and easy, but does it really work? Can this super simple, hands-off approach actually build some serious wealth? Let me tell you, the math isn't just hopeful, it's kind of mind-blowing. Let's look at a real-world example from the professor's work. And it all starts with a really small, totally doable amount. In the original example, it was about 4,000 new Taiwan dollars a month, which is roughly $130 in the US. The point is, you don't need to be rich to start. You just need to be consistent. Okay, now watch this. Let's look at the timeline, and we'll assume a pretty standard historical average return of around 12%. You start at age 22, right? Investing that small amount.
Now, fast forward to when you're 65. The money you put in during that very first year, just that one initial investment, has grown all by itself to over 6.4 million NT dollars. That's over 200,000 US dollars from just your first year of savings alone. I mean, that is the unbelievable magic of compounding when you just leave it alone.
And what if you keep going? What if you keep investing that small amount year after year? Well, the professor's math shows you could hit a retirement goal of over 36 million NT dollars. That's over $1 million US dollars, and you'd probably get there before you even hit 65. This is not a get-rich-quick plan, it's a get-rich-for-sure plan. So the takeaway here is actually pretty simple. Stop stressing out about the stock market. Pour your energy into being amazing at your job and building a life you actually enjoy. Set up a simple, automated, passive investment plan in the background, and then just let it do its thing. Let it work for you. And that brings us right back to the beginning. The path to real wealth, it turns out, is so much simpler than we're told. It's not some big secret only the pros know. It's about focusing on your life and letting a simple, proven plan do all the heavy lifting for you. So really, the only question left is, what's truly holding you back?